Many Maritimers have been on vacation this summer, and a portion of those same vacationers end up at White Point Beach Resort along Nova Scotia's South Shore.
It's beautiful. While the summer months brim with visitors, the year-round residents include dozens of wild rabbits. And as CTV's Kelton Sundahl explains, it seems the bunnies are looking for a bit of a vacation themselves.
White Point Beach Resort along Nova Scotia's South Shore is known for its ocean views, manicured fairways, and wildlife, which includes an abundance of bunnies.
And our guests love them to death.
Arnie Mailman and his wife, Margaret Ann, are familiar with the vacation spot and the rabbits. They just celebrated their 58th high school reunion at the lodge, but when they returned home, they soon discovered a hitchhiker.
I'm ready to close the garage door, and here's this little white thing comes streaking into the garage.
He calls me and says, "We have a bunny." I said, "Oh, sure." And he says, "It's under the car." And I'm on my hands and knees. And I said, "There's no bunny under the car."
In fact, the bunny was up underneath the car.
Inside?
Yes.
Up in somewhere.
When the bunny finally showed itself, Margaret Ann knew right away it came from White Point. But Arnie was in denial.
I disputed it for quite a while because I thought, this is so ridiculous that I just couldn't see it happening.
Turns out the stowaway crawled into the undercarriage of their car and stayed there for the 7-hour drive, which included multiple stops.
The mailman's bunny wasn't the only one to catch a lift out of here. That same week, a visitor drove 2 hours home only to discover 2 furry friends hidden in her car. And just yesterday, a surfer ended up taking another bunny to a neighboring beach.
In the entire lifetime of the rabbits here at White Point, which reaches back 15 to 20 years, we have never had any reports of this happen before.
In honor of his home, they named the bunny WP, but knew he had to go back. So the mailmans made a special delivery.
If he was happy here, he was ecstatic when he got back.
One of his buddies came right up beside him, sniffed him over as if to say, "Where have you been?"
All 4 bunnies have since been returned, and now signs warn others of the wayward rabbits.
It's a fun story, and we'll tell it forever. Maybe not everyone will believe it.
And Arnie, you're a believer now.
Oh, I believe it, and I even felt sorry when we started to drive away. I kind of felt sorry to leave him.
But he went back in the back seat of the car, not underneath.
Yeah, went first class.
First-class treatment for the bunny who hopped a ride. Kelton Sundahl, CTV News, Hunts Point, Nova Scotia.